there's so much that goes into like making a good puzzle game. I don't know if I will make a puzzle game again. And it's like there's people who have figured this stuff out, and there's some really good puzzle games out there, but in today's world it's just so hard because all of the information's online. You can look up the answer to things. You can watch people play through it like we've discussed. And another big part of it is like people have such different expectations and it's not just what you're describing is definitely part of it, like what they're expecting in terms of a puzzle, but there's also like the difficulty, because if it's too easy, it's not satisfying, and if it's too hard, it's annoying, and it's impossible to gauge how someone's going to think about a puzzle. Everyone tries to solve things in different ways. It's really hard to make a good puzzle game that many people like find like just right. And yeah, it's tough. It's a tough genre, honestly. Didn't realize till I made that game.
It is.
I largely make things that are like built around combat, like encounters and stuff like that. So that's a much more like, okay, I understand that I'm at this skill level, so people of my skill level should be able to deal with this thing. It'll be difficult, but they'll be able to do it. So there's a lot more of like a linear structure to difficulty in terms of player skill in an environment where you're dealing with combat and, you know, enemy sandboxes and game knowledge and things like that, because you can use your skill as a basis for everybody else's skill. But in terms of puzzle solving, some people might just like I mean, my own experience with puzzle games is like I'll get like 10 in a row instantly, and then I'll be stuck on one for like, you know, an hour. And then the solution, when you realize it, you're like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, why didn't I think of this immediately? And there's no, like, I feel like there's no static metric for this is a difficult puzzle and this is an easy puzzle. Because sometimes it's just based on like, well, I was tired that day and I didn't look over here. And on another day, I might have solved this puzzle instantly, you know. Or some people are better at other puzzles, like specific puzzles, word puzzles versus, you know, like puzzles that are based on shapes or numbers or whatever. There's so many different types of puzzles that different people are good at, and I truly don't understand how people quote unquote balance their puzzle games. It really seems incredibly difficult to me.
Yeah,
they're hard to make and they're hard to test because you send a puzzle out to a playtester, and now that playtester has expired. They know the answer to the puzzle. You can't use them again. So you can't like adjust something and be like, okay, try it now. How's that? Because they know the answer to it already. So you can really burn through playtesters quickly, and it's even harder to kind of get a good idea of what's working.